streets of Soho in the rain. He was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks. Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Ahoo, werewolves of London. Ahoo, ahoo, werewolves of London.
Hey everybody, welcome to the daily update for Monday. I'm just ready to go. I don't know why, I'm ready to go. Hey everybody, welcome to the daily update for Monday, March 30th, 2026. I know why I'm ready to go. So I did my annual physical last week, had to do my blood draw this morning, meant I had to fast. I couldn't get a appointment till like 10, which meant no caffeine. I usually, pound tea in the morning. And so the minute I got out of that appointment, I just went over like, black tea. So I think the caffeine is still in my system. Did I say Monday, March 30th? I did, right? 2026, almost the end of the first quarter. Can you believe it? It seems like we were just looking at Christmas, all-time highs, everything's great. And here we are 1 quarter later and whew, what a different world it is. Just a reminder, shortened week this week. We will be closed on Friday for Good Friday. I will be heading out to Vegas on Thursday. The daily update will probably go out on Friday because we're going to drive this time, and I'll probably be leaving right around the time the market closes. So I'll either put it out Thursday night or Friday morning. It shouldn't matter because you got an extra day to digest it. So anyway, all right. A couple of other things real quick here. Let's get Warren out of here. First thing is, if you didn't check out the Saturday cut this weekend, bad markets preparing for good markets, go check it out. It is at the top of the Lund loop. Actually, probably won't be here by the time you see this video. It will be replaced with today's daily update. So you just go to the archive and it should be there. Yeah, it will be down here. And you can look at you can look at the last Saturday cut right here. And here's the thing about the Saturday cut. It is designed to be evergreen. So if you miss one, it's okay. In fact, you can save up 3-4 of them, sit down sometime with a glass of, cup of coffee, cup of tea, glass of your favorite grain-based alcohol, and read through them at your leisure. All right, let's go back here. So, I mean, boy, the action today. What I said in the daily update on Friday was, I'm looking for a big gap down. I want a big gap down at the open on Monday. And the narrative over the weekend looked like we were going to see a big gap down. Lots of talk about boots on the ground. If you watch the hyperliquid 24/7 futures, they were trending down. Weekend Wall Street was trending down. Crypto wasn't doing anything. Even Kramer came out and said he thought that we'd be down 150 handles by the open. None of that happened. Woke up this morning to see everything green. Worst case scenario, weak bounce. And so what we saw this. That's exactly what we saw. Weak bounce right here. And then we just start to give it away. Look, are we going to rally? No. Every time we start to rally, we give it away, and then we just start trending down, and we see the 20 come into play here. We bounce off of Friday's low. We lose Friday's low, and we're just going, look how fast and far we are going away from the 20 here. We get a little bit of a dead cat bounce at the end of the day. Big deal. What's that going to do for us? Probably nothing. Why? Someone asked me earlier today, why am I looking for a big gap down? Well, the dynamic on a big gap down is this. So you have a market that's just waterfalling. It's going down. It's having a counter trend rally. Waterfalling. Just keeps going like that. It's a relentless bleed over time. You need a shock to the system, right? You need to wash out that last group of people that are still holding on. Now, the irony is you don't get a big gap down in the bottom. You get a bottom and then you gap down from that. The gap down is because we are in a bottoming process. We haven't seen the gap down, right? That's what I want to shock to the system. The people that have been holding on say, forget it, I'm out. That's usually when we get a flush. Buyers step in. You look for intraday bases where you can get some very good risk reward spots for some names you've been looking for. At the end of the day, maybe we get a reversal hammer. That's something you can trade against, but we have not seen it yet. By the way, if we do see that, all that means is that we've put in a short-term bottom. Also, that has to be confirmed for a short-term bottom to be in place. So we want to see a big gap down, a flush reversal. That puts a short-term bottom in that you can do some, short-term trades. Then we want to watch for the move after the move. Long-time Lund Loop subscribers know what that is. And that puts the odds in our favor that short-term bottom is turning into something a little bit more substantial. Maybe it's more of an intermediate term or possibly a long-term bottom. So until we see that big gap down, I think we're just going to have a slow bleed, and it's going to be a very, very frustrating market for people that are trying to fight the trend. All right, let's go through the whole thing now, shall we?